Well, here we go, guys. It's Monday after work. I'm out in the garage talking to myself again. I noticed I posted on the YouTube Garage Gang page there that I was wet sanding and buffing, and someone had asked me to do a video. I don't think I'm probably the best qualified person for this. I'm just figuring it out. Best advice I got was from the paint store and the place I bought the stuff. Basically, what I started out with, because this, for some reason, I think it's water in my compressor. Don't know if it's going to show up very well. I've sanded most of it out, mind you. They look like fish eyes, but I know they weren't. It was towards the last coat when the paint hit. I walked away and it looked like it separated. So what I could figure is that it was likely water. Very difficult to see now because I've already sanded it all out. What I had done is I started off with 800 on a stiff block as well as a flexible one depending on what I was sanding. Hand sanded the whole top surface basically. Some of the sides weren't as bad. It was basically the top areas, probably where I flooded the clear on towards the end. Hand sanded them with 800 first. Then I have these, not sure how to pronounce that, but a Trizact 1500, and it uses an intermediate pad on the dual action sander. Now I've got a dual action sander specifically for this. I don't use this one for body work. It's got kind of a soft pad, but it's hook and loop. I use that first over the whole car, and then I go down the sides with the 1500, and then I switch to the next one, which is a 3000, and that's what I've finished doing already. This is at 3000 right now. Kind of the way your primer looks just before you paint it. It's kind of got a slight gloss to it, but you can still see the scratches. Then what I was told to do after that was the next stage in my compound is a Tri-Cut by Transtar that I use. It's kind of an all-around compound, but it's the most aggressive with a white pad, 3M pad. I'll go over the whole car with that. Maybe I'll do half and show you. And then my final stage is the machine polish number 2 with a black pad that matches it, obviously. Then there's a final fast wax. I'm not so concerned about the waxing side of things. Yeah, that might be something you do before it goes to a show, but for now I'm just gonna buff it and then I gotta put this thing back together. So I'm gonna give this a quick buff, see how far I get tonight. It's 8 o'clock, gotta work at 4 in the morning, so. Well, here's one more shot. This is buffed. Final stages on that side. This is 3000 over here. So definitely a big difference. Don't jump the gun, guys. Advise against doing what I just did. Basically, I said I did 800. Then I went to 1500. I skipped a step because you can see right in there, those are the 800 scratches. I didn't get the 3000 in there deep enough, or the 1500 because of the curve. I should have probably used a block with 1000 and then maybe 2000 by hand. I got the same thing up in here, and you're not going to see it very well, but they're there. I can see them. So that was, I buffed it. I kind of went fast here. It's 10 o'clock at night. It was just pointed out to me that I got to get up for work in the morning. So I got to call it quits. But that's it. So there's your 800 scratches. Gotta go back over that again. But the rest of it ain't bad. Anything I didn't hit with 800 still looks pretty good. But she's shiny. See ya. That's better. In case you care, went over the whole thing with 1000, then 1500, then 3000, then I went to the compounds. Pretty happy with that. Moving on, guys. Got a car to put back together. Still gotta do the doors and the fenders, but this is what I thought was the hard part. See ya.